And away from that story, at the second Memorial Election Management and Governance Series organized in honor of the late human rights advocate Abiyo Atoye, stakeholders outlined the positive and negative of the recently concluded 2023 general elections. Now, members of the Abuja School and Political Thought on Saturday said outcome of the 2023 general elections had shown that an independent and well-funded electoral umpire to guarantee free, fair and credible polls. Benedict Uku has more on the story.
The Executive Director, Abuja School of Social and Political Thoughts, on Saturday at the Governance Series organized in honor of the late human rights advocate Abiyo Atoye, said that Nigeria is becoming an autocracy and expressed concerns for future elections, as he noted that the recently concluded cycle was marred with voter suppression on the basis of identity.
That we are drifting now to real autocracy. We are no longer democracy. And we're not saying that alone. International rating agencies are saying that Nigeria, first, they say we are a hybrid democracy, meaning that we are functional or formally democratic, but the logic of our democracy is authoritarian. Now they have further downgraded us. We are electoral autocracy, meaning you are an autocracy that holds election, not that the outcome will represent people's will, but that you check a list. We had election. INEC announced. You went to court, go to court. So go to court now means damn the consequence. We do what we like. Our fear as a school is how will you construct a governance that will deliver the re-expression of the Nigerian people if, end of the day, it doesn't really matter whether you perform or not. What matters now is for you to organize and capture the state.
On his part, media scholar Paul Obi stated that INEC displayed partisanship and needed to do more to ensure transparency.
The most important way to go about it is to ensure that there's accountability. INEC is not accountable to the people. INEC is behaving in a partisan way. And INEC is partisan. You cannot rule that out unless we remove this partisanship from our democratic institutions and make them neutral and make them to address the critical issues that Nigeria needs. We will continue to face those challenges. If we can go back to make INEC accountable and follow the rules and be law-abiding in terms of the processes, the institutions, that will. But now the job has gone to the court. Let the court be fair. Let the court follow justice, follow the law.
While proffering solutions, the professor of communications at the University of Abuja, Abiodun Adeniyi, and legal practitioner Victor Opatola noted that continuous advocacy and a review of the party system would ensure better democracy in a multicultural society.
We have to sit down to interrogate the party system we use. For instance, now there have been so many arguments in regards to two-party system best suited for plural society. Because two-party system, one of those things it does is it polarizes ideas and divisive argument into two. Multi-party systems sometimes tend to polarize ideas and divisive argument, political divisive argument into more than two. Whatever political party system we agree to use must be such that will ensure unity in this country.
We have finished another installment of our electoral cycle that comes every 4 years, general election that is. But we still have a lot to learn, considering that we didn't do well in this last cycle. Not doing well does not mean that we failed, but it just means that our past is marginal. And at this level, after 24 years, we need not be talking about marginal pass. We need to be excelling, moving to the above average threshold. That's what we need to do. And how do we do it? By being painstaking, by calling on all the stakeholders, to once more raise the stake up their ante and probably do better in the next cycle of election.
With the elections all but concluded, Nigerians now look to the judiciary to salvage the hopes for a sustainable democratic process.